Well, a lot of us took a zero today because the weather report yesterday at bedtime said that it was 100% chance of rain. Thunderstorms anticipated rain through at 12 o'clock today, and lots of mud on the trail, a slippery trail, and all that good stuff. And here is the thunderstorms, here is the rain. You can see behind me. Cue the birds singing in the background. I am not happy that I've wasted today. Since I am sitting around here wasting time, I thought that I would make a video and show you what a typical 0 day looks like for me and some of the things that I do when I do come into town. So. That's right, that's my food bag, custom printed Hilltops bag, love it. Got my boy Jack on it. So this is what a typical resupply looks like for me, and this is how I have to organize it. Still dialing in my nutrition, but what I do is I kind of line it up by the day. For me, that kind of keeps things a little bit more organized. And I got little baggies up here that say day 1, 2, 3, 4. So day 1, I won't need a breakfast. This is where the breakfast line is. So day 1, I typically don't need a breakfast. So I'll just have some snacks at the beginning once I get the trail. And then over here's my lunch. I got usually a Spam or some tuna fish or chicken pack. And that is put on top of the flour tortilla, main staple out here on the trail. And then sometime after lunch, I got a few snacks to keep the energy levels up. And then once I get to dinner, Usually it'll be something like ramen noodle mixed with some salmon, tuna fish, or this time I got some summer sausage to cut up and put in there. And then yeah, just rinse and repeat. And then typical breakfast for me is a French vanilla breakfast essentials. Put a couple of packs of instant coffee in there and start walking. And as I'm walking, I'll usually eat a protein bar or meal bar or something like that. Just pick these up, overnight oats. I tried one, it tastes pretty good, so I picked a few up. So that's the first breakfast, and this is typically what we call the second breakfast, some peanut butter. These right here, I love these things. And then again, same thing, just rinse and repeat. May not seem much of a, it may not seem like much of a variety, but works for me. I have no problem with it. And then day 4, typically I'm in town around lunchtime, between lunchtime and dinner time, so that's why there's no dinner needed here in that spot. That's going to be blank. So day 1, no need to pack a breakfast. Last day off trail, usually no need to pack a dinner. And my calorie or caloric intake is really starting to increase a lot. So what I've been doing is bringing some extra food over here. These are just my little snacks, my kind of a just in case pile. Got some almonds, some more peanut butter, meat stick with cheese, another protein bar, a little bit of trail mix, and then oh, in this bag here, this is all of my liquid mixes. Liquid IV to keep the electrolytes up. Mountain Ops, these are like little vitamin packs of powder. You just put it in your mouth and take it, and these are pretty good. And yeah, that's it. That's what a typical 3.5 day, I guess, maybe food supply looks like. I think I'm only going to need 3 days, but one time I miscalculated my food, and I could really tell a huge impact on not only my mental but my physical, and it sucked. So I'd rather carry a little bit more food than what I need in the event of whatever, than be without. Climbing these mountains out here every single day is definitely no place to start cutting calories. Food is fuel, man. And when it's all packaged up, it'll look something like this. I didn't mention before, but normally the night before I will just have a separate Ziploc bag, and I will put all of my snacky things in there that I want to munch on as I'm walking. And I got a Curve 35 Light AF backpack, and it has a bottom stretchy pouch on the bottom, a bottom stretchy pocket, and I can put this bag in my stretchy pocket at the bottom of my pack, and as I'm hiking I can just reach behind me and pull this bag out, grab a snack, and then put it back without having to take my pack off. So that's why I'll separate my snacks, just really quick, easy access, and then the rest of it will be in my food bag where I can actually stop and take a break and have lunch. All right, this is what it looks like. It's all packaged up and in the food bag, ready to go in the backpack. So you can see by the video that there's not as much downtime when you take a zero as you'd think. You really got to get into town. Just getting into town itself is a logistical feat sometimes. You may or may not have phone service just to even get a ride into town. And yeah, it's a lot of work when you get here. There's very little downtime. You got to get in. You got to walk or get a ride to a laundromat. You go through the whole process of even just getting quarters and change and trying to find laundry detergent. Some people supply it, some people don't. Are there restaurants around? Are there places to eat? There are just so many things that you have to figure out. And then when you do go and find a place where you can resupply food, you need to have already looked ahead on your schedule for hiking and see how many days you anticipate being out away from town. So you know if you need 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, or what have you. And then you got the whole weather situation that you're trying to, stay in front of as well. So it's a lot of work out here. It really is. There's not much downtime. And anyway, I hope this kind of gives you just a little sneak peek of what all's involved in a 0 day or a Nero day. A Nero day is you just come into town for half a day, maybe spend the night, resupply, get back on trail first thing in the morning. So I took a 0, so I had a little bit more time. But Anyway, I hope this video helps kind of give you a little bit of insight of just some of the behind the scenes stuff that's needed when you come into town. I'll be hitting the trail in the morning, and I'll talk to you then.